This week, we're spending time with a true power duo, the multi-sport champions and USN ambassadors Martin Dreyer and Jeanni Bomford. I met up with a couple at their home in KwaZulu-Natal.
So the both of you have got very successful careers within multisport. Now, I'm interested to know, how did you get into it in the first place?
Well, Mart likes to claim that he got me into multisport, which he might have. I think he could have put it all together. But the build-up to my multisport started just a few boyfriends that I went out with, and they all introduced me to different sports along the way. And I think it was just the progression of doing them all.
My multisport started after my first doozy win in '99. There was this competition called the Millennium Big Five, where you had to do the doozy, the mid-mile, the Argus cycle tour, run the Comrades, and climb Kilimanjaro in that same year, in the year 2000. So having done that, a competition, the bug bit, and I was hooked. Thereafter, I couldn't get enough of doing multisport.
That's quite a tough challenge to start with.
Yeah, but it's not really when you break it down. It's like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, so to speak. And they're not back to back. I mean, the Argus, you can freewheel on the Argus, really. The mid-mile is actually my hardest, being the shortest, being like a 30-minute exercise. It's because I don't float very well. So that was tough. And yeah, the others, Kilimanjaro, it's also, I mean, you take it slow and it's got altitude, and yeah, it's very doable.
The couple first laid eyes on each other at a triathlon where Jeanni was in second place and Martin, a stranger at the time, encouraged her to win. 2 years went by before they started competing in multi-sports events together, and the rest is history.
So now you have a beautiful baby boy. Tell me a bit about family life.
It's very different to life as an athlete, where you've got your own time and you're selfish with your time. You can go out and train when you want. It's added a whole new dimension to life, but not for the worst, that's for sure.
And Martin, how's being a dad treating you?
No, I love it. But Jean's, I mean, does most of the work, looking after Callum, so I think I have it a little bit easier. And I have my Change Life Academy Zulus to look after, and she gives me a lot of free time for that. And my goodness, respect to those single moms that have to look after babies on their own.
Nicknamed the Doozy Duke and Jeanni the Bomb, the couple is a force to be reckoned with on the South African sporting scene.
Jeanni, you are in fantastic shape. You had a baby. How did you go about getting back into shape?
I was lucky that during my pregnancy I made sure I didn't pick up excess weight, and I managed to keep training during my pregnancy. Martin and I did the Fish River Canoe Marathon when I was 5 months, so that lets you know that you are able to maintain if you have been a sports person before going to being pregnant. But post-pregnancy, I breastfed, and I think that helped a lot.
Would you advise moms to be fit during and also before their pregnancy, before having the baby?
For sure. But I think I'm predisposed to exercising. I want to exercise and it makes me feel good. And so, yeah, I think it's a good combination.
Tell me about the products that you've used to help you get into shape after being pregnant.
I was breastfeeding for 7 months. So in that period, I didn't actually take anything just because I was concerned for Callum. Post that 7 months, I went back to using diet fuel as a meal replacement, especially having lost quite a few calories in that breastfeeding period. Then onto my race fuel and NG replacements.
And I know a lot of women out there are fond of CLA. Did you use that at all?
I have. I used it post-pregnancy just to tweak me and keep me that little bit extra in shape, keep me nice and lean and toned.
Martin's other baby is the Change Your Life Academy that started in 2008. That not only helps young rural athletes to reach their full potential in sport, but also in life.
Tell me a bit about USN's role within the academy.
You know, it's important for me to have USN as a sponsor because energy products and so on would just be, my expenses would just be exorbitant. I've used them for years, so I have belief in them. We have to use energy products also because these guys are quite skinny, so after an hour of exercise they have no energy reserves, and I found their performance just dipped completely. And we use muscle fuel, which as a meal replacement type of product, because after training they have to walk home and it's quite far, and then we use Cyto Power as a fuel source while training. And when we're racing multi-day races, then they use Recover Max, which is got more of a scientific formula in terms of recovery, and that has got a good combination of protein and carbohydrates. And that's what you need. Also, another product is Cramp Lock with the heat in the valley. When we do long training sessions as well, just to stave off cramp, and that's not productive if you're training, and it's not enjoyable either.
Tune in again tomorrow as we chat diet and nutrition with this power couple. In the meantime, join the USN SA page on Facebook for tips and inspiration on reaching your own fitness goals.